Hello and welcome to the Cameron Highlands. As you can tell by the name, this area is located high in the mountains and it's famous for its strawberry farms, hiking, and most surprisingly, its tea and scones. It is also a welcome relief to be in a place in Southeast Asia where the temperature is cooler and sweating from being too hot from the sun isn't a norm. To get here, we took a bus from Kuala Lumpur for 38 ringgit 40 each. The journey took 4 hours, and as we climbed into the Cameron Highlands and arrived in a place called Tanah Rata, it felt like we were in an Alpine town. Are we in New Zealand? As always, we're backpacking, we're on a budget, but we're trying to do as much as possible. Join our journey by hitting subscribe and let's discover the Cameron Highlands. Hello, welcome to Cameron Highlands. Honestly, the drive up was stunning. I am in awe. We haven't actually looked up anything.
I know Malaysia was like this, but I didn't.
No, I didn't either. We haven't actually really looked anything up, so it's a spontaneous trip to Cameron Highlands on the way up to Penang, Georgetown, which will go in a couple of days. And first impressions are high, to be honest. It looks like we're in New Zealand.
Highlands.
I genuinely feels like we're in New Zealand. It's a lot warmer though. This area is famous for its strawberry, and the guy in the hostel in Kuala Lumpur informed us that you can eat your scones here. So you can have a jam and cream scone, which we will try and have in the next couple of days.
Weather-wise, my jumper is a bit deceiving. It's not actually cold outside, it was just cold on the bus. But it's definitely cooler.
Alright, we're gonna walk to our hostel, drop our bags off, and we will catch you later on. So see you in a bit. Hello.
Strawberries.
Wonder what Cameron Highlands is famous for. Benches. That evening we had Indian food, which definitely hit the spot before walking around the town. We hit up a donut stand where it only cost 1 ringgit per donut, and they also hit the spot. Tanah Rata is the largest town in the Cameron Highlands, so we took the opportunity to do a mini tour of it. We saw the local school, the main high street, and also a familiar attraction. Oh my god, Tash. We're back in Singapore. Gardens by the Bay. Darkness was fast approaching though, so we slowly made our way back to where we were staying for an early night in preparation for a big day of hiking tomorrow. In the morning, we woke up early, got a roti, got an oat milk latte, and our day had officially begun. We are doing a hike, a loop, which is the Mount Jasar Cameron Tea House loop, which we found on all trails. And this loop will take us 3 or 4 hours, and it's going to take us up to a mountain peak and then around to the tea house where we're going to get a nice tea, and then you can walk along the road back to town, or you can hitchhike, which I think we might try. Yeah, excited for a little hike. First hike in Malaysia. You ready? Raring to go?
Right, zoomies already.
All right, let's have it.
Wait, this way or that way?
So you can do a half-day tour here in Cameron Highlands where it starts at like 8 o'clock and then you finish at 2, where you will get taken around on a tour for about 65 ringgit. I think you go to the Mossy Forest, the tea plantation, strawberry farm, and then you also get a little drive around in a 4x4 Jeep from what the poster says.
I don't think it includes entrance fees.
No, so you still have to pay your own entrance fees on top of that, 65. But we decided to not do it today, and instead we're gonna try and get to everywhere that we want to go by our own accord. Yeah, on foot. There are also whispers online that you can rent a bicycle from town and then have a little cycle, so very keen for that if that's the real thing. But if not, it's fine, we'll figure it all out later. For now, let's hike. There we are, trail number 10. Let's go up here. Thank God it hasn't been raining. Ugh. As you can tell, I've got my hiking shoes on, not. Whoa, don't only see the hands.
Whatever, you do.
Just walked past a couple of guys with a guide, so that's another thing you can do here. You can get a local to show you around, teach you about the area, teach you about the forest, get some knowledge about the local area. It's quite steep, you know. Alright, we made it up the top. That's probably about 45 minutes. And here is the payoff. Ooh la la. Well, that's just spectacular, isn't it?
It is, it's nice.
Got other views that way, let's go show you. Actually, before we go look at the other view, that there, it looks like a Hollywood Hill sign, that's where the tea plantation is, so we'll go there next. Okay, let's have a look at the view from this side. Wow. Now that is worth the hike, I reckon. There's this as well, this little path, so let's see if this leads to anywhere before we head back down. Gunung Jisar, 1,704 meters high. We're at the summit.
And look at all the butterflies.
Oh, that's nice.
Just like literally hold it there. Wow, that's a pretty one.
Beautiful. That was a good hike. Now we had two options. Option 1 is what most people choose, which is to join onto Trail 6 at the transmission tower and head towards the tea plantation. Option 2 was to stay on Trail 10 and go in the complete opposite direction of the tea plantation towards another mountain peak. We foolishly chose option 2 as we thought that we could loop back round onto another trail back to the transmission tower afterwards before heading onto Trail 6 to the tea plantation from there. We walked for around 30 minutes and really it wasn't much different to what we had already seen. We then arrived at a power station. We figured out a way to walk around it and try to loop back to the transmission tower, and well, you can watch how that went. This is the start to Trail 12, starting the veggie patch. We head back to Gunung Jisar. This doesn't look right. I mean, according to maps, this is the way to go, so we're going to give it a go. I mean, it's slightly trodden through. Right, we'll see where we end up. If not, then back on Trail 10. Bloody hell, no one's done this one for a while. Alright, no idea this is the right way. Try not to step on that veg. Doing a good job. Look at this. In the wilderness. Hopefully there's no snakes. Otherwise we are dead.
A few moments later.
Alright, we're taking the executive decision to abandon Trail 12 just because it's fairly rural. I just had a look up online and there is a pit viper here in the Cameron Highlands, so I don't really want to walk into that. So let's do the more trodden path. All is well, do not worry. On the long walk back to the previous peak, we tried to pretend that the last hour didn't happen. We slowly made our way through the forest, and by the time we reached the Gunung Jisar peak, we had been walking for over 3 hours. This time, we did decide to join onto Trail 6 and go towards the tea plantation. The descent was quite slippery, and wearing my Reebok trainers didn't help me in any way, so make sure that you wear proper hiking shoes if you choose to go. Wait, check out the state of this. Bloody hell. Whoa, that's slippy there, careful. Wow. Oh my god, the view's unreal though. We did well not to stack it though, and once we were past the muddy slope, the views began to dramatically improve. I did have one burning question though. Why was there a Tesco basket in the Highlands of Malaysia?
Pretty.
Alright, we're off the road again. Off-roading. Heading towards the tea plantation. 4 ringgit per person. I'm sure we'll pay at the end.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Honestly, this is awesome. This is such a nice walk. It's really interesting to see the way that they're growing the tea. Kind of rice terrace vibes, but not really. It's like blobs instead of terraces. And we've got some people there picking the tea leaves and watering them. Yeah, I love it. Mate, this is a hell of a hike. We've been going now about 5 hours. If you remove the little hour and a half, 2 hours off-road that we did to the other trail towards the power plant, then yeah, definitely spend a few hours doing this. It's beautiful. Alright, order some tea. There we go. Ooh, and there's our scones. Thank you. Alright, thank you. As an Englishman, I'm a professional tea taster, so let's give it a go. Oh, nice bit of sugar, nice bit of milk. It's a good tea. That would pass in England, I think. Actually, it's a very nice cup of tea in England. Alright, now we got our scones. Tash, hang on. Are you doing Devonshire or Cornwall scone first?
I don't know what the fucking difference is.
Right, okay. Well, we've just gone for a Devon scone here.
Have I?
Yeah.
Devon scone?
Yeah, cream first, yeah, I'm
Devon
double
scone
checking.
first. I didn't know there was a difference. Is that in different parts of England?
Devon, yeah. If you put cream on first, it's a Devon one. If you put jam on first, it's a Cornwall. I know, but it's a big argument down south. Ask the locals.
Not much to argue about, huh?
No, we don't.
Ooh, that's fresh strawberry though.
Yeah. All right, that looks delicious. I'll also have a. No, I prefer Cornwall. I'm gonna go get a Cornwall one. Oh, you just dropped it on your leg. Nice. No
Really
comment?
good.
Really
Tastes
good.
like a scone.
All right, I'll have a bit. My turn, Scone.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
So in
Yum. Alright, so we are back in town now. We got a grab back in the end for 11 ringgit, so not too far, fairly cheap, and grab was quite easy to get. We only had to wait like a couple minutes. For the scone, the 2 teas, and the mushroom, fried mushroom, that was 39.50 ringgit. So honestly, I'm happy with it. The scone was delicious, tea was really nice, and the hike overall was brilliant. Let me just get the Strava up and we'll see how long it took. And here is the Strava. That's our little route that we did. 13 kilometers, moving time 4 hours 9 minutes, 635 elevation gain. Felt like more, I reckon. Lovely hike. How'd you enjoy it?
Very well.
Would you recommend?
Yes, I again continue just being surprised by this place. I thought the terrain was really interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't expect it. It's a little bit like New Zealand terrain, I guess.
Cameron Valley tea area was beautiful.
Oh my god, yeah, the tea plantations just look so gorgeous.
Yeah, they do.
Like, I've never really seen you can see it in the video, you can see how it's like all patchy.
Yeah.
And that's because they've made walking routes, and I haven't seen that before. It's really cool.
Trail 10 and Trail 6 are both well worth your time, and so are the tea and the scones. Even though we'd been hiking for 6 hours today, we decided that wasn't enough and went to check out a waterfall on the outskirts of town. We agreed to buy this big chiller, and immediately we knew that the Robinson Falls were going to be worth it. There's a trail here that you can do that will take you about half an hour, but as we were knackered, we opted to just walk down for 10 minutes to see the falls. Once the waterfall came into view, we knew we had made the right decision. We took it all in for a couple of minutes before turning back towards town. That evening, we were craving pizza, so we went out to find some. Just by looking at the pizza, I'm sure you can guess how it tasted. To be honest, it wasn't the best, but also it wasn't the worst. Following pizza, we went back to our accommodation and again had an early night as we were planning to go to the main attraction of the Cameron Highlands, the Mossy Forest, tomorrow morning. Alright, there we are. Next day. Unfortunately for us, we wanted to go to the Mossy Forest, which is one of the biggest attractions here and one of the most beautiful places in Malaysia, but someone has booked it out for a function today, so it's closed to the public, which I think is ludicrous. How can you close the whole natural attraction like that? But no prior warning, we found out last night, gutted. However, we are now at the bus station. We booked a bus to Penang, to Georgetown, up north, and it cost us 35 ringgit each. And that's it from Cameron Highlands. How did you find Cameron Highlands in the end then, Tash?
It was a very refreshing place to be because it was much cooler.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just really nice and peaceful. Like to get a hike in. Got some nice strawberries, local strawberries.
10 ringgit for that.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's been a nice change of pace to beaches and islands that we've had in the Philippines and big cities like we just had with Kuala Lumpur and Singapore. All in all, Cameron Highlands, definitely worth a stop off. I've had fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. What a day of hiking it was.
Cameron Highlands is sad to see us go.